Okay, so what we're doing is I got to record it in case the reason why I'm doing this today is because in case some of the replay codes reset, I would like to at least be able to record a couple spectatings for whether they do the main channel or the second channel, because obviously we want to get as much YouTube stuff as we can. So this first one is an interesting one because this is a bronze player, and I'm going to read off what they said in the description. This is exactly what Bob had said in the description. This game was a lot of fun. Me and a DPS and the other team battled it out all game, constantly countering each other. Lots of good team fights in this game, just a well-fought, sweaty game overall. I feel like I did okay, but I have over 1,000 hours on this game and can't seem to climb past mid-silver on DPS. I recently fell back to bronze, so keep in mind this is bronze, and I feel like I must be one of the worst long-time players of this game around. I feel like my game sense is good. I even try to track cooldowns and ult usage and no counters. Advice would be very helpful, because I must have bad habits I'm not even aware of. Alright, you know what? This will be good, because now we're gonna see, Bob, what is going on, and maybe this could help. So we're gonna watch Bob here, and we're gonna figure out what's going on. Keep in mind, sometimes, you know, you play well and you don't win games. It happens. You can be playing really well. You know what, Bob? You got this. Let's go see. Here you go, buddy. Good kitty. Alright, so right away, Bob, we're gonna talk about something right now. What you just did right there with the Venom Mine at the beginning of the game, I want you to see this right here. Because doors are open.
The payload.
Now, I want you to see what I see here. Now, they didn't get you, but I want you to see something here. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? You just, like, right away at the beginning, you waited to get this amazing Venom Mine off at the beginning. And when you went for this Venom Mine, you were already standing in the middle of the open. Now, I'm not saying that every single time, right? That someone's going to peek this and one-shot you, but this is the type of stuff that you want to try to get a little bit better at, because if you look at that from the other team's point of view, you're just standing still right there. So, right away, all right? See? See how you did that? That is an easy way for them to get in the limb on you. Granted, you hit a great shot there. Nice shot. But you see what I'm saying?
Distance is no obstacle to accuracy.
I like how you're just stuck in there. I need a heal. I need a heal. I need a heal. Can I get a heal, please? I need a heal. Then eventually you're like, all right, I give up. But yes, in that situation, hitting the I need healing button could help, because sometimes, and this even helps me, right? If I'm playing support, and you know, I'm not saying that, listen. I'm not saying that when I play support and I'm playing Ana that I'm zoomed in DPS than the other team, but I'm not saying I'm not either, all right? So sometimes when you hit the I need healing button, not spamming it, like hitting it once can be helpful. Meanwhile, people are going, please, no, don't hit that button. I already have the Genji on my team hitting that button 25 times over and over and over again when they have 198 HP. Please don't. But if you hit it once, it can make it a little bit more like, okay, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I know you got the games where some people take like, they'll take like 1 damage across the map from Lifeweaver. I need healing! So that's you? You know, so far, like, your positioning has been fine. Like, I think sometimes, keep in mind, you can also go to different spots. I was gonna say, so something that you did there is that you saw there was a tracer, right? And you talked a little bit about your game sense and like what you want to do a little bit better. Okay, I'll talk to you about this. You know there's a tracer there, right? So when you're running away from the tracer, what are the 2 options you have? You stay with your team, which honestly, I wouldn't recommend going into the middle of this team right here. As you can see what's happening. Doesn't seem like a fun idea, does it? You know, hey, let's go play in the front line here with my team. They seem like they're having a great time right now. But the further back you are in Junkertown, especially when you recognize they have a Tracer, the better. Because it's going to take Tracer, what, like 25 blinks to get to you? That's why this map is so Widow dominant, right? So keep in mind, You had the idea of getting away from the Tracer, but that's where, like, things like that, you gotta reposition. Otherwise, you know, those are your two options. Okay, that's a grapple. That's a grapple.
No one can hide from my sight.
That is a good pulse bomb. Holy crap. You know what I love about all this, chat? You know my favorite thing about all that? Let's watch this kill feed for a second. I want everybody in chat to see this, all right? All right. Look at the kill feed. What do we see? What do we see in that kill feed, chat? What do we see in there? I'm seeing 3 with pulse bomb. You ready? Wait, they got 3? It's time. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, come here. I'm gonna win this. Better watch out. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. What, you heal me? Chat, you ready? I'm gonna show you something. Options. Sound. Play sound when teammate eliminated. On. Very helpful. My webcam's blocking this, but you turn this on. Very helpful. I at first didn't have it on. I realized how much I love having that on. It makes it so much easier to know when not to ult and when to ult. Does that mean that you'll stop by the stream and I will perfectly ult and when all my teammates die? Absolutely not. I'm still probably going for ults in that situation. But on the off chance, sometimes I do hear it. You know what I'm saying? No cleanse. You know, I want to talk about your Torp turret for a second. Hear me out. Hear me out on this Torp turret. Now, I'm not saying that it's an awful Torp turret spot or like a bad one, but if you have a Tracer that you're worried about, putting that like an angle like this or something that makes it really hard for the Tracer to get to you will be a lot more effective for the reason why you're going Torb. You want to counter the Tracer, right? Well, if you put it up here, it's going to just get killed pretty easily. But if you put a turret like back here against like a Tracer, they're not going to be able to do anything. And you can angle it to still do damage to people over there, right? And they have to turn from your teammates. Anyway, sorry. I just saw that. I had to. Do you see what I mean? About how, like, you don't set up a Torb turret spot, so you're just like, all right, have a good time. That Tracer didn't even have to worry about you on Torb then. Now, I'm sure that on third point it'll get a little bit better. But, like, things like that, if you start thinking ahead of, like, okay, if I'm playing Tracer and there's a Torb turret I don't want to have to deal with, where would that be? You start with that, guess what? You're good to go.
Maximum power.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
You're not the tank. Be careful, you're not the tank. You're not the tank. You're not the tank. I can't believe, yep. Oh, wow, no one even turned for you. No one has turned yet. You were still in their back line. Okay, you're not the tank. Now, that was a situation where if your teammates pushed up, you have a Ramatra. You follow your Ramatra's play, you go in. How you managed to survive for as long as you just did there and made that play, I have no idea. I have no idea, but you got the tank there. Ooh, good cleanse by your Kiriko. Torb turret, back. There we go. Listen, hear me out. Someone's going, well, what is this Torb turret gonna do? You can't get the Orisa here. It's not about getting the Orisa, all right? It's about making it so their Tracer doesn't get the same value that they're gonna get if there's no Torb turret there or in a good spot. See? This is better. Is it the best spot? I don't know. But it's better than that. All right, here we go. You're not the tank. You can be aggressive now. This is fine. This would be a good opportunity to ult. Good opportunity to ult. They've used a lot of their cooldowns trying to survive this. Good opportunity to ult here. You want to ult. You want to ult. They have no cleanse. All right, this is a good opportunity to use that ult. Use that ult right now. It's a good opportunity right now. All right, pop that ult. Because if you keep losing more people, yeah. Okay, so we wanted to talk about this for a bit. You just watched them use about every single cooldown in the game, right? Like every single cooldown possible is what you just saw. I'm serious. Like we watched them use pretty much everything that could possibly counter your ult. At that point in the game, your ultimate can actually get 1 or 2 people, or at the very least, force everybody to fall back or split as a team. So when you're playing Torb in that situation, don't hold on to your ultimate. Be proactive with your ult. What is he saving it for? Next round. Just stacking up for next round, you know, just in case, right?
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
But that's what I mean. Like, that is a scenario right there, and you were talking about that in like the description, where like you saw their cooldowns, you have a Torb ult, use the Torb ult. You got this. All right, we're gonna talk about this opening here. All right, you see how one thing that was happening here was you were just kind of looking at the ground when you came out here. Be ready to kind of look where you want to initially look. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they missed the first shot, but they are damage boosted. Like, just remember, like you're kind of looking at really nothing to start, which also gives them the opportunity. I love your Ana just sneaking up. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Having a good day? All right, yeah. Sounds good. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. And then the Ana died. The Ana was spending the whole time trying not to get sniped by the Widow. I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? That's been enough time. And then just gets rolled. Oh, that's great. Top right. Top right. There you go. Nice. Tough.
Hey, it's Gecko.
Surrender to my will.
You know, a lot happened there. I'm just curious as what in the world is going on here that Mei is right here. Honestly, I'm actually curious. What is Mei doing here on Junkertown? Like, is anybody react to the Mei here?
Feel better? Purify.
Well, that was something. Nice shot. Good shot.
No one
That was a good play.
from my sight.
Okay, the 1v1 for the ages. Nice.
Je me sens vivante.
Hey, let's go. See those pop-off moments. Nice shot. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Listen. I saw chat talking about some of the missed shots. First of all, reason why I'm not talking about many of the missed shots on Widow is you've seen my Widow, all right? If I started talking about some of the missed shots on Widow, there's a voice line to describe my Widow. What is it? 6 shots, 1 kill? All right? So listen, it happens. Sometimes you miss shots on Widow. Sometimes you don't. Nice play.
Can someone move the payload?
Oh, it's not more like 16 shots. Okay, I want to let you know something here. The moment you hear an echo and you were on Widow and you heard the echo, you grapple away. And if there's one spot you can go to that actually can heal you, if nobody else is healing you, is right here. These spawn doors. They can't get you here. See this giant like logo thing? Stop right here. You can't get you in there. That's why it's there. You're good to go. Some spawn doors can, but that one you're fine. Yeah, don't even. You can sometimes win against that echo. Don't get me wrong, but might as well swap your hero in there too. No, you don't have to swap your hero. I mean, you could. I would say second point Widow can be tough sometimes. We'll see. Remember, they have an echo. They have an echo. Remember this. Think about where you're positioned. Okay, they don't have an echo right now because you have a diva. You're good. You're good. think about it from the other team's point of view. Where would it be hard to get you at? Think about that on this retake.
A deadly fragrance.
Excuses now.
Surrender to my will.
Well, that was certainly something. I'm telling you right now, my Widow is either I miss every shot or I hit like 8 shots in a row, and then I miss the next 20 shots. But those moments where you pop off is great. My problem with Widow is I always flick off my shot. Like, I'll be accurate with my Widow shot, and then for some reason, last second, I'll flick off my shot. I will say Widow struggles on this 3rd point here. I would recommend a hero swap at this point. Oh, huge Venom Mine.
Such naivety. No one.
Nice shot. I didn't see him. Also, where I wasn't looking, but. All right. Your D.Va's been popping off. I love sometimes, like, in these games that we spectate, where there's just like, and this can happen in any rank, but this is like this 15 seconds of just like nothing happening, like super quiet. Everybody's kind of just chilling. Everybody's stacking cart. Like, it's just like nothing happened for like 15 seconds there. And it happens in top 500 games sometimes too. But I see it a lot where I've talked about, like, there's timings where you can go take map control, and that map control could just win you the round. Giving them the opportunity to retake. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think more than likely you'll probably win this team fight. But, like, it's just that opportunity for retake increases a bit when everybody kind of just stays there. I love how that Zen did not care one bit that there was a Widow right there. Just immediately for the right click. Remember, there's an echo. Keep in mind, there is an echo somewhere. Okay, that echo's not even near you. Nice shot. There you go. Stuck on the... Yep, there you go. Dude, we're spectating. You thought this was my Widow? What is that? Listen, my Widow sometimes... I hit shots sometimes, okay? All right, I'm going to be honest with you. That 2nd and 3rd point, I really couldn't talk too much about that because, like, your D.Va was just going in and dominated. Okay, you heard that echo. That echo is above you. You can hear the echo above you. There's an echo above you. There's an echo. That's an echo. No, not the. Oh my! You survived with 6 HP. There's an echo. Good job going to spawn and get healed. I like it. The echo's dead now. You're good. You can peek now. You can peek. You can peek. You can peek. Also, just so you know, when you, like, wide swing out like that, it makes it really susceptible to get, like, picked off by anybody on their team. Start to play, like, around the corners a little bit more, and, like, don't just, like, wide peek out in the middle of the open and then zoom in later on. Like, yeah, someone said, like, pre-aim it almost. Like, don't... When you do that, it gives more opportunity for them to get you and less time for you to be able to, like, figure out what you want to do. Go left side. Good spot. Good spot. If they have an echo, the further back you are right now, the harder it is for the echo to get to you. Keep rotating. Keep backing away. There you go. There you go. Nice. You can grapple one more time if you need to, but nice job. There you go. That's how you do it. Right? The more, like, the further away you get from that echo, the less echoes. Oh, Genji. No, that's a deflect. Don't shoot the deflect. Listen, up until that moment, I cannot. That was good job. That was a good job with the positioning. The Genji also deflected. Now listen, you can look at that 2 ways, okay? You can look at it the way of, you know what, the Genji deflected. Why did you shoot at the deflect? Or you look at it the way that I will sometimes is, you know what, I hit that shot. So you know what, even though I deflected and that Genji got me, I hit the shot, right? Otherwise, that deflect wouldn't work. Even though the deflect's a little bit larger than the shot would normally be, I hit that shot. So, you know, we're fine. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking at the team comps now, and what this game started at to what this team comp is now on both teams, I couldn't tell you. All right, here we go. I don't know where that TP was gonna go or what the. All right. Back to the sim. Keep in mind, like, you're throwing sim turrets in the cart. On some of these retakes, having, like, really good sim turrets on, like, the walls where they have to, like, basically run into can be a little bit more effective sometimes. Also, look at the hero swap. They have a Winston now. So, that's a sim turret. Those are, you know, I like the idea. That Winston, someone on the team said, hey, go Winston, we need to dive their sim, and their Winston took that seriously. That Winston listened to the call out. Now, granted, they're probably going to be asking for heals. And keep in mind, it's Lifeweaver Zen right there. That was some nice Lifeweaver Zen. That's a Genji. That is, I don't even want to know what that... I think that Genji was trying to kill the TP. I think. I don't know. Like, I was. Oh no! Use your wall. No, no. Keep in mind, and we talk about it. Like, you don't. The one thing that you don't want to do, okay? The one thing you do not want to do in an overtime, or even just in general, is give the other team a 1v1 against you to where, like, your team cannot help you, especially in that situation. I'm not saying stack cart in overtime. Think about where your positioning is. And that is not ideal. Your team does have good ult here, so we're going to see what your Mei does. Because you're going to have... Oh, okay, well, that's great. All right, now you got Miracle Wall. Oh, they have Lifeweaver Tree. Oh, yeah, here we go. It's the El Domino time. That's a Hanzo ult. Oh, yeah. You can... And by the way, keep in mind, I want to show something else that you just did. And I didn't really get to see it from your point of view. If you have your ultimate as Sim going into the last part of an overtime round or last team fight, you can use your wall from spawn. Like, watch this. Like, you... Look at this. Wall. Wall. See, you can wall from spawn. Will it help your team? I have no idea, but you might as well make it a little bit more difficult for the other team. You see how you just waited and waited and waited? You can use your wall from spawn doors. It goes all the way across the map at that point. All right? Wow, your diva's really up there, huh?
Enjoy.
Oh. Wait for it. Watch out. Mei's chasing you. Same concept here as before. Run away from the Mei. You can hear the Mei. You will not be able to 1v1 this Mei. So one thing we're going to talk about, and, you know, you had referenced a lot of, like, you know, things that you can improve on. When you know there's a hero that can get to you as Widow, especially on a map like this, one of your biggest strengths is being able to grapple 6,000 feet across the map and make it impossible for them to get you in that type of situation. You just went into a small room against a Mei that you heard coming for a while. So remember that. Like, those are the type of situations you want to make those adjustments to. Otherwise, you're constantly going to get 1v1 there. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Soldier 76. Try not to stand still as much in that situation if you're in the middle of the window. Give yourself a bit more cover on that. Because remember, when you're standing still, it makes it a lot easier for them to do that much damage. Yeah, exactly. Because when you stand still, like, see how you're standing still? With the... Okay, so something I've talked about with people to chat about is sometimes what you can do is people are like, hey, listen, how can I even remotely tell what is better positioning? What is better movement? Watch it from the other point of view. I want you to watch the way you're playing Soldier there from this Mei's point of view. Are you ready? Did you see that? Do you see how that looked from that Mei's point of view? Now, on your screen, I know what you're doing there. You're like, okay, I'm gonna stand still here. I'm gonna heal up with this, and I'm gonna do damage, right? I'm not gonna... But sometimes your movement, and maybe even like the 3 or 4 missed shots you might have with that movement will be better than just standing still during that. You see what I'm saying? And you see how, like, that look from the Mei's point of view? So it can be a little bit different at that point, you know? Top left.
Cannot escape me.
No, don't go. Take high ground. Take high ground. I mean, you're taking it this way, which is fine. You want to take that high ground. High ground is like such a good high ground. High ground.
This ends now.
So in these situations, you have to remember that with Soldier, your biggest strength is your mobility and being able to run around the map. High ground is so important. All right?
Tougher spots.
So important. So when you run there, okay, high ground. Take the high ground. You can actually jump up to the side of the... High ground's good here. Even though the cart's right there, high ground. You can sprint to the high ground. That's no... Oh, here we go again. Oh, no. I like how that's the second time you got lost to that part of the map. Remember earlier? Do not ult. Wait, ult. Wait, I'm wrong. Ult. 100%. That's a fine ult. I am totally fine with that. That was such a good Mei ult. But let's talk about this for a second. If you were on high ground during that Mei ult, you get a lot more value there with that ult. Which goes back to the high ground. That's why we have it in the bingo card, not taking the high ground sometimes. Because you need to go take that high ground. Remember, it's overtime. You need to... All right, Mei. You can ice block on point. Oh, no. Wall? Oh, no. Maybe they won't see you for the next 20 seconds on card. Maybe you'll be fine. Maybe they're not paying attention to you. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, listen. So remember what the initial point of this VOD review, or not VOD review, more like spectating, of what this spectating was. You said basically you feel like you have you have really good game sense. You feel like at this point you might have some like habits that you don't realize in game that are going on, etc. I can tell you right now, what's happening a lot of the time is you're still not going for like high grounds. You're when you peek around a corner, you're not really thinking about like what is the other team like. Is this Widow waiting for me? No, I'm just going to run out in like a straight line into the middle of the open and then try to make a shot after. Start thinking about the little things like that and making a bit of an adjustment to like your, I guess like almost your decision making in game and what you're going to do next. And I think you'll start to improve because your question to this was you've been in bronze for like a long time. You have 1,000+ hours and you feel like your game sense is there and you have all of this. So what is the problem there? But like what I'm seeing there is a lot of the time, you're still very much kind of just not going for high ground. You're kind of just standing in the middle of the open. Things like that, you start to fix those even just a little bit, you'll probably climb. Maybe. We'll see. I guess we'll have to know how it goes after you see the VOD and spectating and all that. And I agree. I mean, I'm going to show you something very quickly before we're done with this VOD here. Let me show you something here. Remember how I kept talking about high ground in this situation? Look at this ultimate. Now, I want to point out, what if you were right here during that ult? Are you seeing this point of view right here? Are you seeing this? Now, what is better? Running in like a tank or being up on this high ground with that ultimate right there? And that's why I was like, the whole time was going, high ground, high ground, high ground, high ground. Because if you go high ground, look at the ultimate you have now and the vantage point and the play that you can make. Now, we could also be like, well, you know, that's a little bit of hindsight there because, you know, if you were high ground, maybe the diva would have went for you and this play wouldn't happen. Still, though, look at the point of view from high ground and see the importance of high ground on any of those maps. If you enjoyed this video, chat, let me know. These have been a ton of fun. I've been really enjoying reading the like descriptions on stuff. Like we did the Kiriko video, like the tank who was saying, you know, that the Kiriko wasn't healing. These have been fun. I've been enjoying these because it's really cool to like understand what was happening in those games too, and then go watch it and see if like that was actually happening or not, etc. So that's always fun. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, sub to all the YouTube channels if you haven't. A lot of awesome videos. Hope you all have an amazing day/night.